I've created a Pokemon Pocket Draft deck based on my daily pack openings, and yesterday I opened a pack of Lost Origins and I pulled this Haunter and I pulled this Bronzor, and with that I've gone ahead and created a Gengar Bronzong stall deck. This has the stall package with the Team Rocket and the Mars, with a little bit of disruption from the Sabrina, and I've also got the Guzma as well for that item removal. I have the Gengar EX for the trainer removal to stop that from happening. And then I've also got the Bronzong as well, which is actually a really handy card to have because it is a neutral colourless card that can also do damage based on the amount of energy your opponent's Pokemon has attached to it. So into game one, I ended up against a Garbodor Arceus Darkrai deck. So they led with the Trubbish, but that eventually got polished off by the Ghastly, and then they brought in the Darkrai beyond that point. The Darkrai they were building up in the background just to do the chip damage at the Ghastly. I was trying to get the Haunter on board, but I just couldn't draw it. But I did also have the Bronzong that was in hand. So their Darkrai ended up finishing off the Ghastly. And then eventually I managed to build up the Bronzong enough so that that extra damage came into effect. I had the Guzma in hand to remove the cape. And then I had the ability from the Bronzong to be able to do that extra 90 damage to the Arceus to finish that one off. And that was game one. If you're enjoying this content, please drop a like and a comment as well down below. This is the first time I'm running a video of this kind, so I really appreciate the feedback. So we're going into game two. I've led with the Ghastly on this one. I ended up against a Wishy-Washy EX deck. This was a bit of an odd matchup. I was hoping the Sabrina would be able to come into effect a little bit more than this, but they managed to basically just get that Wishy-Washy EX online really early into this, and that thing just absolutely swept through the whole team. So I'm surprised I managed to get the win in the first game, but the second game was a complete washout. And on to game three, I led with the Bronzor, and I actually ended up against a Incineroar Blacephalon deck. And I managed to get my Haunter online for this one. I was building up towards the Gengar, but I wasn't pulling it. But I did manage to finish off their Litten, but then they managed to get their Blacephalon online thanks to a Lusamine, and that thing just went in, doing that 70 damage to itself and 130 in return. So I then led with my Bronzor in order to act as a shield, whilst I built the other one up in the background. And then I was building towards the Bronzong, which I did manage to do. Once they used their Blacephalon to finish off the other Bronzor, it brought it to 2-all. So this deck was actually alright. 2 games won, 1 game lost. Drop a like if you enjoyed the content. I'll see about making more of these in the future. And with that, I'll see you in the next pack opening.